Sorry about that, everybody.
I got hired again.
It was all my fault. I told him the story about Dunkelman. To I was trying to make sure that Matt got properly removed from the Zoom, and I accidentally clicked you. So my B. So hopefully we'll get all of our people back. Sorry about that, everybody. Barton's back, Rebecca's back, Wolfslayer's back. Come on back in, everybody. That was such a cool interview.
Come back. Yes,
He had
that was awesome.
really cool stories.
Yeah, and I mean, and you could just tell like how he has the career that he has now. You know what I mean? Like, what a personality that he has.
Absolutely.
Cool guy.
Definitely. So, Kayla, my sister's here. You missed our interview with Matt Rogers.
Kayla.
I mean, what did he's the PA guy for Titans. He has a podcast. He's a preacher. He owns Rock and Roll Sushi. I eat there all the time.
Oh.
Literally, we have one in our city, and I eat there all the time.
That's exciting.
So, what a cool, and such cool stories he had about Seacrest and Simon Cowell. And
I was hoping for some drama.
He hinted that there was drama, but then he didn't deliver. He didn't deliver on his hey, and
I feel like there might be some drama with LaToya because he was like, I've never talked to her.
Yeah. There was a few he said he never talked to, but man, that was so cool. We got to have more contestants on. I love hearing about. I'm such a nerd when it comes to stuff like that. I love hearing. So Kayla, it is on replay. So I guess the Matt interview is on its separate video now because we had to start over the live stream because I accidentally I didn't know you couldn't log back on to a Zoom call once you got removed. So yeah,
that seems inconvenient. What if you have like 40 other people on there? Oh, you gotta end it. Like
exactly. Frozen Rose said Matt seems too nice to talk crap about people. I agree. He seemed like a really, really cool guy. It was exactly what I would expect him to be after watching him on the show.
Yeah.
So, as we said earlier, the top 10 performances are not on YouTube for this season. So, we're just skipping the top 10 and going to the top 9. And we're just going to see who's not there this week to see who got eliminated the week before. How about that? You got anything else you want to say before we get to the top 9?
Nope. I'm so excited to see the top 9. I wonder who it's going to be.
I'm going to watch Camille a lot differently now that Matt has told us. If she's still here, she may have gotten eliminated, but she was high all the time, he said.
I mean, it definitely makes sense now that
you
said that.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Oh, that's kind of true.
I'm glad we got some positive words about Ryan Seacrest from Matt, because Dunkelman, he had nothing good to say about Ryan. I'm going to finish eating my dinner because I was eating before Matt joined us.
My name is Ryan Seacrest. Welcome back to the biggest show on TV. We are live, we are loving it, and we are down to single digits tonight. Just 9 left. Once the cast of this show had to squeeze into a stadium this size right there. Look at all those people wanting to be the American Idol. Now the contestants can fit into a tiny room like this one. Give it up for your American Idol finalists.
Ooh.
There they are.
Who's gone? Amy.
Amy? Hold on, I gotta move.
Who's on? Yep.
It is Amy, the redhead.
Dang it.
I would not have guessed her.
Wait, where's Camille? Who's...
So we got LaToya, Jennifer, George, Stevens, baby. I'm so glad. If I had missed his elimination, I would have been so upset.
I'm glad he's the color of the room they're in. That's great.
Camille's who I would have guessed, and she's there. So I'm gonna say Amy. It has to be Amy, right? She was the redhead. Looks like Amy.
Womp womp.
Ready to jam.
LaToya's outfit. Can we talk about it? I mean, my gosh. What is going on?
Yeah, that's
All
pretty
right.
rough. That's pretty rough.
Good luck tonight, gang. All right, now for the hard part. Try to make these guys feel welcome, starting with a gentleman who finds it hard to say sorry, Simon Cowell.
That was weird.
Well, apparently Simon is cool. So
And follow me on this one. Our very own tiny dancer, Paula Abdul.
It's got to be Elton John, the theme, because he
Let me throw
said
more at you. Can you feel the love tonight for Randy Jackson?
it's Elton. Is he going to be there?
yes. Doubt it. Has he ever done any of
Did
these
you
shows?
just hug yourself?
He got,
Yes. I love myself,
You
man.
love yourself.
I do,
He got
man.
done.
I mean,
So that-
Billy
That was
Joel
Simon
wouldn't even
Cowell.
do it. He just showed. He
All right,
just
slap
filmed the
yourselves
video.
on the
Yeah.
back for catching the clues to tonight's theme. You know what it is, ladies and gentlemen? We're bringing you the classics from the elder statesman of popular music, the one, the only, the Sir Elton John.
Yeah. This should be a good show.
Check this out, everybody.
Okay. We don't have time for that.
For him,
He did show up.
I believe we all just got kind of pumped up. We was like, okay, here we go. And I can't describe
Oh.
Voting for your
to be.
Oh, she's
Here
first.
she is,
Let's go.
Fantasia Barrino.
There was a time
Ooh.
I was everything or nothing, all in one. Oh yeah, and I can't
Yes.
explain, but it's something about the way you look tonight.
Those earrings.
Takes my breath away. It's the
You know what would look good
feeling
on you?
I get
Some
about
strings.
you deep inside,
Come on.
and I can't describe, but it's something about the way
Yes.
you look tonight. Yeah, yeah, takes my breath away, the way you look tonight. Oh, the way you look tonight. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
No pressure.
Gosh.
You can do it. For once, you can do it.
She's incredible.
Yo. I'm sure, man, Elton is somewhere in Vegas or somewhere listening, man. You did it, so I'm proud. You sound like a young Aretha, yo. Very, very, very good.
There's nothing about you I don't love. You are fantastic. You tore it up. Brilliant.
She's
But-
fantastic.
There's probably
I mean, man,
a
you
different
had the
way
whole
of saying
place
that.
going crazy.
Place was rocking.
Fantasia, I thought it was your weakest performance in the competition so far.
Oh, come on, Carl.
Let me tell you why.
Come on.
I love this girl. To me, there were parts of that song you screeched it. It just didn't work for me. I thought it was your weakest one so far. Sorry.
I loved
just
it,
feeling
Simon.
it.
I had a blast.
She was just feeling it.
She's the sassy one.
I mean, I don't know what he was hearing. I thought that was fantastic. Perfect song choice, too.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see. That's the style of singer she is. She, you know what I mean? It's raspy. It's
Gospel.
yelly. It's soulful. It's not. That's just who she is. It's not. I don't know. He's just probably not used to hearing that over there.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I want to apologize to everybody for having to watch me eat right there. I'm sorry. I'm starving. But I thought Fantasia was great. I thought that was fantastic. I didn't have a problem with any of that. I didn't like the earrings. The earrings were like a distraction, but I thought she was great.
Yeah.
Or, as Simon would call her, Fantasia.
Fantasia. I don't know. He's a dingus.
Yeah. I also loved the yeah at the end.
Yeah.
She ends all of her songs that way, and I love it.
It's the Fantasia signature.
The Fantasia. All right. Hey, thumbs up for Fantasia right there. That was good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not going to bring you down, huh?
Who's second? Because they suck.
Fantasia is your idol. The number's to dial. You ready, Fantasia?
Yeah, his best always goes first, he said. First or last.
That's 1-866-436-570. Or the AT&T wireless subscribers can text the word vote to 5701. Lines open at the end of the show. Back in a few with John Peter Lewis and Jasmine Trias. Right
all right. Let's go. Ooh.
The powerhouse is coming up.
Hope I do it justice. It's a great song.
Uh-oh.
With Rocket Man, give it up for John Peter Lewis.
Rocket Man.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m.
Why's the mic so low? Pick it up to your mouth.
And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. And I think
it's your voice.
He almost tripped. He almost tripped and fell. Watch this.
And I think it's gonna be
he about busted it.
Oh, so you don't know how to walk. Got it.
I'm not the man.
What is his movements?
No. I'm a rocket man. The rocket man burning up the field up there alone.
What's the words there?
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am.
He sounds like a completely different person than last week.
I'm a rocket man.
Hey, I'm sorry. I like the jacket.
Rocket man,
I like it. It's typical John Peter Lewis right there.
And I think it's gonna be a
what is it, velvet?
Yeah. Looks like it.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
You are not that guy.
His dad is cooler, though. His dad. We messaged John Peter Lewis about coming on the live stream. He didn't message back.
JPL, what's up, man? What's
No,
going down,
that was
baby?
Stevens.
Both of them. Both of them.
Right. I love the jacket, dude. Jacket's hot, man. It looks like something that the dog would wear. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man.
Vocally, tonight, it wasn't my favorite performance of yours. I felt like the last couple of weeks, man, like you've been getting really nervous and a little shy up here. I don't know. I'm not seeing, like, you know, that winter spirit in you that I've been seeing earlier on. But it was just all right for me, man. It was all right.
All right. Okay.
I can't stop seeing
I think
it.
that the hardest thing about Elton John songs is that they're full of range. And I feel
as
like
are most.
You did reach up at the octave and the high notes. You did it well. You have a great tone to your voice. I still feel, though, that you're trying to find your style throughout this competition. I'm not quite sure that you've really locked into
like you're
what
trying
your
to
style
find
is.
your thoughts.
I agree with Randy. You have a nice jacket. But seriously, John, the most I could say on that performance
That's the most
was it was
ridiculous
average.
jacket I've ever
and
seen.
you know what I would say to you? You need voice lessons. You do. You do, because you're not wowing
he's
anyone
not
at
lying.
this stage, John. And I think somewhere in you have a good voice. But it's just not coming out. You know, you're not growing week on week. You're just doing that. And bearing in mind we saw 75,000 people.
Voice coach.
Not great. Not great.
Don't hold back.
Thank you.
I would agree, though. I think Simon kind of hit the nail on the head. Like, you can hear at times there are hints of, like, a good voice somewhere in there, but it's just, like, a phrase here or a sentence here, a sentence there. It's not, like, it's just something
consistent.
There's just something weird going on here. Like, I don't know. Just something, I don't know. Maybe it is that he's trying to figure out what his style is or whatever, but, man, That just wasn't my favorite.
No, hell no. He and when I look at him, all I could see is Sam from Lord of the Rings. The whole time he was singing and like flopping around and just like looking like a dweeb. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't like him. I don't see it. I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I get like flashbacks of like the old days when I was like, I don't see the appeal. You know, to tell me that this guy is in the top 10 of America. Nine of America. I don't buy it.
Well, should have been Matt. Should have been our guy, Matt.
Damn it, Matt. Why'd you change your song?
You should have done the Toby Keith song.
Oh my God. And I am not a Toby Keith fan, but I would have loved to see that.
That would have been a perfect song for him.
How do you like me now?
Now that I'm on my way.
Come on over, JPL.
I apologize. I know Toby Keith is going through some health stuff too.
He is.
The more you go through this and the more that they give you feedback each week.
Not trying to get canceled if there's fans.
Just overthinking when you're up there performing because they said you're not having as much fun, you're not wowing as much. They felt.
You know, I kind of agree with them in a lot of ways. Yeah, you know, I think every performance, you know, can use.
You know, they talk about how John Stevens has no personality. They're letting this guy off the hook.
If he's fine with you and he hits a tune for you, I'm trying. Idols 02. It's
Ryan, I'm trying, man.
436
I'm trying to get the personality out
text word vote to 5702. Calls toll free from landlines. Standard text messaging rates do apply. Next in the spotlight, we got
like
Jasmine
he's not,
Trias, everybody.
Jasmine Trias.
Jasmine Trias.
What's she singing?
Singing Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. It is Jasmine Trias.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Fantasia should have sang this. She would have killed it.
Close the door and left me blind by the light. Oh, don't let the sun go down on me. Yes. Although I search myself, it's only someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
Everything is like the sun going down on me.
Are you kidding me?
Oh. Wow, wow, wow.
Jasmine.
It's a shame because she looks so
Glad
nice.
that's over, right?
Like, you don't want to be
breathe now.
mean to her.
Oh, God. I know it's a pretty rangy song, right?
Yeah.
It's a great song. You chose a great song. I mean, I think these are the kind of songs that really hit your vocal thing at the best. I mean, I think these are the best songs for you.
They're trying
But
to...
you were a little pitchy, and what happens is that sometimes when you go for those high notes, you hit just underneath them. You got to support them as well as all the others. I mean, I think it was an okay performance by you, but a little pitchy overall.
Okay.
Yikes.
Oh, so you
I'm
like
going
her
to-
personally
Oh,
because
I know you're going to
they
boo
would
me
have
then
ripped.
too because you were pitchy. You were pitchy, and I feel the reason.
All
the
it got
same-
booed by
same
one
thing.
person and got
you
bitter
really do
about
well,
it.
Jasmine, when you really color it up with your vocals, when you
See
have
how many-
the vulnerability,
many
softness, and then you
Boo
change
Simon
the tone,
in
because
a minute
then
here.
you're able to come in and out of a really melodic, great style.
Paula,
when
was it
when
good
you're
or
going for
bad?
Power the whole time, you fall a little bit off.
Okay.
And I really love when you color it up more.
All right.
Thank you.
Paula, tell me about the powerful songs you sing.
Music.
What she was trying to say was it wasn't good enough.
Thank you.
It wasn't. It's just average, once again. You're not doing enough to win.
Okay.
You're not. You're not,
I agree
Jasmine.
with him there. I gotta
You're not.
agree with him.
They're cheering. Woo! I mean, those are a couple notes in there that she just totally flopped on, but I thought the whole thing sounded like it was way too high, and that's what I felt like when she came in at the start. I was like, this feels like it is in the rafters, and sure enough, she was squeezing some butt cheeks together to try and make some notes. Make the notes come out. It sounded like it's just not very good. That's not too good. That didn't do it for me.
Not with the people. I mean, you have these singers that we're gonna see that we're not up to yet, and
Yep.
she has a pretty voice. Like she could sing. I don't deny that. I think, but that is so wrong. She does not have the voice to do that song.
No.
Any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. There should have been a different song there. I don't know. That was bad.
Yeah.
That was like
Worse than John? Peter Lewis?
yes.
Wow. Better than Fantasia? Yeah, that was weakest of the night so far, and that's saying something because John Peter Lewis was not very good.
Was pretty weak, yes.
Give me John Stevens or give me death right now.
Yes,
we need him worse than ever.
What do you think he's gonna do? What's your guess?
It better be Benny and the Jets, is all I'm saying. Benny!
You ready for your numbers? Okay, here we go. It's 1-866-IDOL-0.
And it runs the
1-866-436-5703,
yeah.
or you can text the word vote to 5703. We've got more Idol content right after the break. We'll be right back.
Or Stevens performing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight"?
Oh, that would be good.
Tonight, we are bringing you the very best of Sir Elton John. Get ready, redheads. Your guys next, John Stevens.
Woo! Here we go.
Oh, you're a psychic.
Let's see if the crooner can rip it up with Crocodile Rock. Here is John Stevens.
Here we go.
I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun. Holding hands and skimming stones. Had an old gold Chevy and a place of my own. But the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock. But the other kids were rocking down the clock. We were hopping and bopping to the Crocodile.
The dance moves.
Crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord and Mama was Friday nights.
Oh!
This is tight. Well, Crocodile rocking was a high.
We get it, man. What is the side to side? He looks like he's pooping.
Never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Oh, Lord and Mama was Friday nights, and Susie wore her bestest side.
Oh.
Is this 14 minutes long? Oh.
The look on his face. He's like, well, I just embarrassed myself on national television.
You know his grandparents or whoever that was put him up to that. Grandma was like,
Dude, did you
now
have
Johnny,
fun?
Oh, I had a great time.
I'm glad you
better
had
do
fun, dude,
Crocodile
'cause, I
Rock.
mean, this was a valiant effort, dude. I mean, Elton was right. It could either go really good or really bad. That was like one of the worst high school plays I've ever seen. That was really bad. I think you're actually better than that. That was really bad, though.
I love the build-up that
Ay,
Randy
ay, ay, I
gives
don't-
us.
Dancing, singing, whatever.
No, hey, leave the dancing, man. Here's the thing. Your pitch was off, and you hit some bad notes. Sometimes you got to overlook that on live television. It's hard.
What?
It's hard what you guys do.
It's a singing show.
And I'm trying to overlook that. It gets hard. I was really rooting for you because I really think that you did something which was great. You kind of shocked us, and you showed that you could break out of the box.
Paula. Oh my gosh. It was shocking.
And that's really, you have to have fun, and you have to have passion. And I saw more of that tonight. So I wanted to start with the plus of that. I'm really proud of you for taking a leap of faith and just enjoying yourself. That means a lot.
I didn't notice they took the mics away that she can't hold anymore.
Having said that,
I'm going to turn on a stopwatch when she's doing her critiques.
You're going to have to really work harder to connect with being on pitch and
okay.
But I'm proud of you for taking a risk. Sorry, I have
to take another drink.
Paula, you should be the first female president of this country, because anyone who could make good out of that needs the top job. John, there was a film director once called Ed Wood who made one of the worst films of all time called Plan 9 from Outer Space. And after making it, he said, I'm going to be remembered for this. That was the musical equivalent. Seriously, John.
It's the best critique I've ever heard. I'm gonna be remembered for this. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm going to be remembered for this. Let's see what he said to finish off, and then we'll go.
It just...
I gotta agree.
Hang on.
Gotta agree.
You don't mean that. That was awful. Yeah, I'm sorry, John. Because I like you, but this is not you. I mean, that was excruciating.
John Steve.
Excruciating. That was diabolical.
I love how Paula wasn't even trying to be like, oh, come on. She was just like quietly.
She's like, yeah, you're right.
Look at Randy's face.
He wants to laugh.
That was the most. Oh, John. Oh, John. What?
Joanne said best of the night. You're kidding.
Joanne. Have you had a little bit of that Camille Velasco?
Auntie Joe. That cannot be true.
Dude. I'm sorry.
Waiting for the JK.
I love John. I do. I love Stevens, man. He's got a special place. What was he thinking when he chose, first of all, just when he chose the song? Who, because, Matt Rogers earlier, he talked about how they were like, hey, they tried to steer him in a certain direction. Who took John Stevens aside and was like, hey, you need to do Crocodile Rock? Like,
his grandmother. Had
to be. Oh my gosh.
And there were moments of that I was like, okay, this is bad, but it can't get worse. And he was like, oh, it can. And it will.
He sounded like some kind of cartoon character.
And why does he why does he librarian body it when he's what is happening?
All I could think about was when Matt said they went to line dance. Or when he was
he didn't learn much.
Oh gosh. That was worse than Jasmine. We're getting worse and worse and worse as we go.
God, can we get somebody good, please?
My gosh,
throw someone in the...
Get John Peter Lewis back out here. Good Lord. Goodness gracious.
Oh, my God.
I love John Stevens, and I will go, if he stays, I will continue to love John Stevens. But that was just awful. Awful.
Excruciating.
Yes, I'm going to be remembered for this. Can we make Idol Recall? Can we make Idol Recall T-shirts that just say "I'm going to be remembered for this"? Oh,
yes, please.
Gosh, I'm gonna have to look up that movie that Simon was referencing.
Oh God!
And do a reaction video to it.
Oh God.
Oh, nice. Let's keep going. That was awful. Come on, John.
Now, if you're watching at home and you want John to stay in the competition and come back and do it again, you've got to vote for John, all right? Let me give you the phone number. It's
Also, my guy.
1-866-IDOLS-04.
Redheads do not wear red.
5704. You want to keep him in, you vote for him.
Terrible
AT&T
decision,
wireless
usually.
subscribers send the
Yeah,
word
he is all red.
5704. Time for the hard sell. We'll be right back with Camille Velasco after the break, live on American Idol.
Now we go into Camille?
Tuesday night and just to sing it my best for him and for everybody else.
Singing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, please say hello to Camille Velasco.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Listen, at least we know she'll be relaxed.
When are you gonna come down? And when are you going to land? I'm not a present for your friends to open. This girl's too young to be singing the blues. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs are deciding to out. Can't find me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the island, Rhode Island, the wood, hunting the honey back home. So I finally decide my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
God.
Camille. Wow. 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 Camille, not your best performance, a little shaky, a little pitchy. It's very rangy, these Elton songs, and they're very tough to sing. It was just very all right for me.
Yeah, I know you love this song. I know you had a passion for it. I don't think it was the right Elton song to pick. I felt like it was shaky on your pitch.
Camille, somewhere in Las Vegas, a television will be thrown out of a hotel window, and that's where Elton John is watching this show. Camille, I'm sorry, that was honestly the end of the road for you, I think. Really. Didn't work.
Camille,
Damn.
Oh my gosh. This is one of Simon's best nights of judging. Oh God. We talked about how this group was so much better than the others. It was like Fantasia, and then we have just been in the depths since then.
Free falling.
Oh, heavens.
Well, to me, that sounded like, so you know when like Justin Bieber first came out and he had his like debut album, and then he had his like second album, and like the first album was like, oh, that could be like a little girl singing that, or you don't know that it's a teenage boy. And then his second album, he came out with like, if I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.
Yep.
She sounds like the album that got canceled in the middle of that because we were waiting for the hair on the chest or something, you know? Yeah, that was I almost would rather listen to Jasmine. I mean, I definitely would rather. Jasmine was one of the best of the night at this point.
Yeah, it's gotten worse and worse and worse. They better have something good. We still got Jennifer Hudson, okay? So there's got to be something good on the horizon here. But my gosh.
A mass elimination tonight,
Oh,
please. Yes. Wendy said, can we eliminate 4? Yes, please.
Somebody said they should not have done Elton John night. Because
I would be shocked if he ever okayed it again.
I would love to know Elton John's thoughts on these performances wherever he was watching this. You know he was like, turn that off. Like, if he even watched at all. Because he probably watched the video packages with him in it, and then we're like, all right, mute it.
Yeah. Made sure his wig looked okay, and then moved on to the next.
Oh, man. I don't even know who to pick as a bottom 3 at this point. All right, you ready to mercifully keep going to find somebody else?
Please. Yeah, I guess. Praying for someone
Camille's
to save
got
us.
fans all over the studio here with their signs, and if you're watching at home, our Camille fan, here's a phone number for you. 1-866-IDOL-05. It's 1-866-436-5705, or you can text the word vote to 5705.
And I just
Up
smoked
next,
a whole lot of
George
weed.
Huff.
Oh, thank God.
Singing Take Me to the Pilot, ladies and gentlemen. Here is George Huff.
Come on, George. I love this song.
If you feel that it's real, I'm on trial, and I'm here in your prison.
Oh, thank God.
Like a coin in your mint, I've been dented, and I'm spent with high treason.
Yes.
Through a glass eye throne, it's the one danger zone. Take me to the pilot of control. Take me to the pilot of your soul. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I'm but a stranger. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I'm but a stranger. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Ooh, yeah, na 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 na.
Wait a minute. Can I hear that riff again? Good Lord.
Ooh, yeah, na 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 na.
Oh, thank God for him. Jeez. Woo! Well, that was definitely a breath of fresh air to me.
Mr. Huff, Mr. Huff, Mr. Huff.
Yes, Rebecca, I agree.
Mr. Huff, man. How you doing, man? I can't even hear. Mr. Huff. You worked it out, baby. You did your thing tonight. It gets better every week. It was the ball.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you.
In the pocket, you know, George, you're just a singing machine. You're just a singing machine. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
You're making a sport out of this whole competition. You're having
Thank you
fun.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
George, what you did was that you were unique, and
making
thank you
a
for saving
sport.
this competition tonight from being a horrible karaoke competition. And you know what you have, George? You have the confidence. Will you be quiet?
George Huff, everybody! Nice!
I'll tell you what, that was great. I thought that was great.
Not even the same world.
Oh. Now, can I say this? Everybody, I mean, Matt was saying too, like, it was going to be Fantasia, LaToya, or Jennifer, and I understand, but, like, if I'm watching, I'd be like, dude, this guy got a chance at winning. Because he's been, like, really, really good every time.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really good. You know, I think last year we said Kimberly Locke was the one that was, like, way better than we remembered her. I feel like George Huff is like that. Like, he is way better than I remembered him.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll still stay on that trajectory, you know?
Yeah. I don't remember where he
mean,
finished. Don't spoil it
right.
in the chat, please.
But, like, where I just, like, you would think, I mean, we know we have a shock coming up here soon, but you would, I mean, based on what we've seen, you would think he'd be nobody say anything. I would put him at, you know, fourth or something like that, or third, who knows.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Just different class, different world than what we've seen other than Fantasia.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's like him and male. He's like the male Fantasia. They remind me of each other with like their performance style and everything too. Like he does this thing where like real quick, but just one time. Like he did it early in the song, and I'm like, damn, did he almost fall or something?
Yeah.
Like, not like a consistent bop, but like I don't know. I like him. He's joyful.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Are
they holding hands?
866-IDOL-06. The crowd has spoken. Or text the word.
It was very popular,
right
man. The people were going crazy for him.
5706. He does the squat workout while he sings to that George Huff. We'll be right back.
Don't do that.
Live on American Idol. I like this, man. I like this.
I hate that. Oh, Diana. I always forget about Diana.
And I pray that I will serve him well.
With I'm Still Standing, here she is, Diana DeGarmo.
Not what I would have picked for her, but hey.
You can never know what it's like, but like where the freeze just like ice. There's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. The one behind the wreck, behind that mask you use. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Come on, give me a high five. Looking like a true survivor. Come on, feeling like a little kid, yeah. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Hey girl, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know what I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid, yeah. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing.
Yo. You know I'm a fan, man. It wasn't your greatest performance. It was just all right for me. I mean, a little pitchy in spots. I don't know.
Diana, I can tell you're not completely healthy, but
No.
I applaud you for not letting that get you down. I still think you are one of the most powerful singers of this competition.
I have nothing to say.
Then the music just starts playing. That was. I have nothing to say.
Cool. Good to know.
I thought she did herself no favors going out in the audience and high-fiving people because she seemed out of breath. Seemed like the song, that people are saying this in the chat, and I agree. Sounded like the song, like they definitely sped it up a little bit. Like that's a lot of words, and you're not helping yourself when you go run around the building and high five. I just thought she sounded. Now it's probably the third best of the night so far by default, but still, it just sounded out of breath to me.
Well, and now I'm kind of like feeling question. I'm like, why in the hell would Paula say she's not feeling good? And she was just going out in the audience high-fiving people.
Exactly.
I'd be pissed.
Maybe.
I'd be like, why you touch me?
I mean, I know we know what COVID is now, but even back then, I'm like, if you sick, don't come out here giving me a high five.
Yeah.
If you got a stomach virus, don't come high five
or cold,
me.
nothing. I don't want you to touch me. If you get the little sniffles, bye.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know. I mean, we know kind of where she ends up.
Yeah,
at the
which
end
is
of this
baffling
thing.
To me.
And I'm waiting for that moment, like that, the tide to turn, like something to happen that makes it make sense later on, because it hasn't happened yet. It's especially when we know, and maybe it comes down to what Matt said before, just a whole lot of vote splitting. You know what I mean? And that the math just worked in her favor at the end there.
Yeah,
getting her there, but. but you can also hear little tidbits of this could be great.
Yeah.
She could be great, you know. So it's hasn't shown up yet. Long story short, that was my Paula Abdul answer.
Yeah.
America.
So our two left are Jennifer and LaToya. Dang, we might be in store for a little something here.
I mean, damn. Let's go.
Okay. Diana DeGarmo, here's the number to call if you want to vote for Diana. Paula loves you. Here's the phone number. You ready? It's 1-866-436-5707. Or text the word vote to 57.
Ain't nobody done Benny.
Someone
Go out there and sing like I've never sang before.
singing Someone Saved My Life tonight. Here is LaToya.
Ooh, I love this song.
When I think of those eastern lights, muggy nights, the curtains drawn when the little room downstairs. And there's one more beer, and I don't hear you anymore. We've all gone crazy lately. My friends out there rolling round the basement floor.
Okay.
Save my life tonight. Shit the bed. Almost
Yeah, with the
had
outfit.
your hooks in me, didn't you, dear? You nearly had me roped and tied. Arms are bound, hypnotized, sweet freedom, a whisper in my ear. You're a butterfly, and butterflies are free to fly. Fly away, fly away. Someone save my life tonight. Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. All I can say is thank you very much for singing great tonight.
Okay, to sum it all up, you look really pretty tonight, and there's something very magical about your performance. I think that this is one of your best ones, and you really took a 30-year song or so and made it as if I've heard it for the first time. And that was cool.
Well, yeah, because they sped it up.
The hair looks better, LaToya. I thought it was a good performance, LaToya. I wasn't quite as enthusiastic as Paul and Randy. If I'm being honest with you, the first two-thirds, up until the end, were a little bit what you would hear in any wedding across America, if I'm being honest with you. I've heard, yeah, I'm being serious. If you and I ever get married, we'll book her.
You go to a lot of American weddings, Simon?
Wasn't as good, I don't think, as you two thought. But compared to some of the other horrors we've had tonight, good.
I would agree. I mean, at the end, she definitely showed she's got that big voice. And, like, she definitely showed that she's capable of delivering something really, really powerful. But it just kind of, like, I was waiting on it to become, like, great at some point in this performance. And it just kind of never took off to me.
Yeah, and the whole time she was singing, it kind of hit me why. I mean, I've always thought she was good. Back then I thought she was good, but why I was never really like drawn to her or was a fan is she's like, to me, she's a generic good singer. There's nothing that sets her apart for me from other people. You know what I mean? Like Fantasia, nobody else sounds like her. Jennifer, we learn later on and see glimpses of it on this show that she has a very distinctive, when you hear Jennifer Hudson, you know it's Jennifer Hudson. If she were to have songs on the radio, there's no distinctive quality to her voice or anything that sets her apart. You know what I mean? She's just kind of there to me.
I definitely can see, because Matt Rogers earlier, he alluded to kind of there was a rivalry between the three of them, you know, not that they hated each other or anything, but there's definitely, you got three ladies who are kind of doing the same thing, same style. I definitely get a vibe from her of like, Like, I feel like every time she performed, she walked back to the back room and was like,
You're welcome.
Yeah, what are you going to do to top that? You know,
right?
Especially with her and Jennifer now going back to back.
Yeah, she definitely thinks she's the best, I would say.
Yeah, which, I mean, not dogging her, because Jennifer clearly did too, as Matt told us. You know, Jennifer thought she was the best, and I'm sure Fantasia did too. I'm sure John Stevens did too. But
did he? I mean, even though I didn't love this is still another planet than Crocodile Rock.
Third best of the night to me.
Yeah.
But we got one left.
Yes, we do. And you know what Matt said?
You know what Matt said?
First and last. They're
Oh,
usually the
true.
best.
True. So here we go.
Here we go. If you want to vote for LaToya, 1-866-IDOL-08.
Just get me to the
Go
gym.
tough with the bands, love it.
And
LaToya's outfit, though, I don't know if we're going to top that.
with the Circle of Life, please welcome
Ooh,
Jennifer
Circle of Life.
On the planet, thinking, step into the sun. There is more to see than can never be seen, more to do than can ever be done. The circle of life, and it moves the soul.
Oh! Oh, I got chills on that. Shut this competition down at that point. Oh my gosh. Listen, you ain't tell me she didn't hear LaToya backstage and was like,
hold my beer.
Not only the best performance of the night, the best performance you have ever had on any Idol stage.
I would put that as one of the best of the series.
Yes.
Now I hope you realize that you get it. This is who you are, Jennifer. Don't go off the road. Stay on that right path. This is who you are.
Thank you.
oh my gosh.
Jennifer, for the first time, you have proved why you're in the final 12.
Jennifer.
That's all you're going to give her?
If Fantasia or LaToya gave that performance, they would be like, oh God, you'll see you in the finals. Oh my gosh, you're the greatest we've ever heard.
There's just something they don't like about her. A personality clash or something. I don't know what it is, but
that
was insane.
That was like all time. That is one of those you listen to and you're like, that's one of the best singers that's ever been on this show. Like, after this. I'm not talking about up until this point. I'm talking about in years that went on after this. That was...
I mean, to me, I didn't see Kelly give a performance like that.
No, and it was a different...
I didn't see I sure as hell didn't see Tamira give a performance like that. Sorry, TGP.
I never saw... I mean, that was... I don't know. I don't want to take away because, like, everybody's different, but, like, Ruben and Clay wasn't doing that.
No.
Ruben and Clay wasn't doing that. And so far on this season, Fantasia ain't done that. LaToya ain't done that. I mean, I know we missed a week, but I'm just going to assume there wasn't some life-altering performance in the week we missed, but, I mean...
I think that is the, I mean, I would have to think about it a little harder, but my knee-jerk reaction is that is the best performance I've seen on American Idol up until this point. Rivals Clay's Solitaire, maybe that might
Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Yeah,
was
that was really awesome too.
I mean, and I don't want to. Like I said, I hate to compare because every artist.
But this was a moment. Those were moments. That's what I'm saying. Those were like moments. This was a moment, and this competition should have been signed, sealed, delivered at that point.
And the countdown's on for her to go home at this point. I mean, like, unbelievable. But you know what? She won in the end, like we said earlier.
Oh, yeah.
She's been the biggest star, one of the biggest stars they've ever had, and from this season.
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was incredible. That big note at the end, the key change, everything about it. Goodness gracious.
Blown away.
Let's watch a recap.
America, you came to play tonight. Happy birthday to your sister. There you go. Here are the numbers for Jennifer. 1-866-IDOL-09. It's 1-866-436-5709. AT&T or wireless subscribers. We're tight, so I'm hurrying. Get text the word vote to 5709. Good job, Jennifer. Let's take a look at all the numbers one more time. Roll it!
You should give her a minute like you gave everybody else.
Yep.
But it's something about the way
That was good, though.
you look tonight.
But unfortunate, because Jennifer makes you forget about it, I think.
I'm a rocket man.
Losing everything. It's like the sun going
I'm going to have trouble picking a bottom three. I'm being honest with you. The fact that this was on the same show as Jennifer Hudson singing Circle of Life. Look at the dance moves. Watch the dance moves. Is he trying to do the twist? And this.
Oh, they want her to go. This is her highlight.
Hey. They did him a favor putting him after those string of performances.
Very middle of the pack here. She sounded better there than the
I love the big crash at the end. I know that wasn't planned, but just the after she hit that was perfect. So my top three, Jennifer, number one. I would say George Huff, number two. And I would put Fantasia at number 3 on this particular night. What say you?
I would Jennifer number one, hands down by a mile.
Yeah.
Then I would do Fantasia. I would do Fantasia at 2 and then George at 3, I would say. But those two are so close, I think you could swap them around. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But everybody else can go home other than LaToya, I guess.
Yeah. The bottom 3, after watching that, I guess I would have John Peter Lewis in the bottom 3, but the first one to stay. And then it come down to Camille and John Stevens. And I guess I'd have to vote off John Stevens this particular night. Just that was so bad. He would have the least, in my opinion. But
I'm sending home Camille over Stevens.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because at least it was laughable. He was bad, but at least he took like a shot. He took a chance at something. And we've seen two bad, like it's been like bad, all that we've seen her, you know? So I can't. I still want to see Gingy a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. I hope I'm wrong. Here we go. Oh, it's a long result show. Okay, let's just get into this.
Friends, that's
For those of you tuning in for the first time, we watch the results and the group numbers. Is all we watch on result shows. Unless there's a guest performer or something. like Justin Guarini.
Let's check it.
Oh my God, they're killing time.
27th.
They had classics.
And who?
I mean, we are 10 minutes in. Hey, was that Matt there?
Clay, you got
there he
Raven,
is.
Kimberly, like all the American Idol greats are on
Pretty
there.
sure we just saw Julia D'Amato.
Yeah, they were talking about last season's collab album, I think.
Former Idol. Remember Julia D'Amato, everybody.
Oh, she's here.
You look great. Now I hear good news. You have a single coming out.
Yes, I have a single. It's called Let It Rain. You can actually go on the web and check it out at SOMMEmusic.com.
Well, congratulations.
Is that on
Good luck,
Spotify?
all right, Julia D'Amato, thanks for
I'm
hanging.
going to look.
Enjoy the show.
Julia
All right, getting back to business.
D'Amato.
We've got to let someone go, but before that, we get to hear them all sing.
Hold on, I typed in. Hold on. I typed in Julia D'Amato on Spotify, and at the top, the first thing is a soundtrack for the song "At Last," like "At Last," and in parentheses it says "Made Popular by Julia D'Amato." What? What? Okay. Sorry. Let's get to the group number.
Together. Now,
I
even though the
can't
judges
with
weren't
Julia
happy
D'Amato.
with the performances, they all agreed the songs really were
So,
fantastic.
Matt Rogers
and here are some more.
said they
Elton John
put effort
classics
into
from your
this.
American Idol finalists.
Throughout the week.
Look at this.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Benny and the Jets. Look at the way they're walking.
Hey kids, shake it loose together. The spotlight's hitting something that's been known to change the weather.
Kill the fatty cat tonight, so stick around. You're gonna hear electric music, solid walls of sound.
Say Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet?
Oh, she's.
Ooh, but they're so spaced out.
Benny and the Jets.
Oh, but they're weird and they're wonderful. Oh, baby, she's a real queen.
She's got electric.
What is she? 4'8"?
Get Stevens out here, okay? We need some soul.
Benny and the Jets.
Also, I can't with Jasmine and her dress over her jeans.
Look at them. Look, hold on. Look at the girls on the steps and the way they're creepily looking into the camera. Watch this.
I can see the red tail lights.
They all turned at the same. What? This is creepy. Look at the way they all turn at once.
See the red tail lights headed for Spain.
That was weird.
Choreographed like that.
I can see Daniel waving goodbye.
He saluted.
God, it looks like Daniel.
He should have sang this.
Must be the clouds in my eyes.
Please help us, George. Thank you.
Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I.
Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's alright.
The air guitar.
Don't give us none of your aggravation. We've had it with your discipline. Saturday night's the night for fighting. Get a little action in. Forget about his orders and diesel train. We're gonna set this dance alive. Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright.
Here we go.
Saturday, 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 Saturday.
Stevens.
Saturday, Saturday night's alright. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's alright.
Not the worst group number I've ever seen.
Better than most of theirs.
It's kind of fun. They probably, I mean, they have like a lot of these, like they move really well. Like a lot of these contestants, they have like they're more natural. Not John Stevens, but they're like more natural movers. So that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas last year you had Clay Aiken and Josh Grayson.
You shade Clay and his fancy dance moves.
Okay, my gosh, more videos. Who's singing? Who is this? Tamira. Uh-oh. Somewhere over the rainbow again.
TGP, where you at?
I mean, you're missing your girl?
There's a time for every star to shine, and a place for every dream to see the light. When you have everything,
all right,
don't need another reason to be something. No, hold on and look to your faith. Don't let nobody get in your way. No, I walk through the fought through the rising storm, till I found the peace that's inside of me. I've got to be strong.
That's the dress you chose, though?
I was made for this moment. Take me as I am, or nothing at all. I'll keep holding on. Raindrops will fall. They're falling down on me, but the sun is gonna shine. Oh, I was taught not to run away, 'cause raindrops will always fall on your face. When it seems like all hope is down, you gotta get through the storm before you can see the dawn. This is all I know, and I won't ever let go. No, I won't let go. I walked through the fire and fought through the raging storm, till I found the peace inside of me. I've got to be strong. I stand for my dream. I was made for this moment. Take me as I am, or nothing at all. I'll keep holding on. Raindrops will fall. They're falling down on me. But I know that the sun is gonna shine. Raindrops.
It's the longest song I've ever heard in my life.
Every time she shows up.
Oh, I know that the sun is gonna shine.
That was good. You don't think?
I mean,
The
I think it was
high note kind of got away from her, but overall I thought it was good. It just, I mean,
I feel like she like didn't fill the gas tank all the way up for the trip that she took.
She was running on half a tank.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I also just think like is this her first single? Like what are you people doing? She is 20 something years old and this is how we're introducing her to the world for her music career?
Yeah.
Why? This is what Whitney should be singing as like the reinvention of Whitney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all so annoying. It was fine. But after hearing Jennifer last night,
yeah, I agree.
What? Glad TGP's not here to yell at me. I mean, just kidding. I miss you, TGP. Come back.
Oh my gosh. Stop doing hour-long result shows.
One has the next highest, 3. And we're going to mix it up. Like I said earlier, I'm going to create 3 groups of 3. One group has the highest number of votes. One has the next highest. And one will contain this week's bottom 3. And as you know, from that group, 2 will be safe. 1 out of the competition for good. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Starting with Jasmine. You sang Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
If
Randy
our predictions are right, her group would be
Paula
the
said you were
middle,
very
the
pitchy.
middle 3.
Simon said you're not doing enough to win. America voted, and you are in Group A. Come on down, Jazz. Group A.
Good.
Good luck.
This outfit.
But you just want to go forward and see who's in what group.
Jennifer, you sang.
John's group is the bottom.
And here they are.
He's with Fantasia.
Who's this group? George, Jennifer, and who's the other one I can't see because we're covering it up?
LaToya.
Oh, that's got to be the top 3 then. Is Fantasia in the bottom 3?
America.
That's the top. Both Johns and Fantasia. Ooh, this group over here is Camille, Diana DeGarmo, and Jasmine Trias. Ooh. Well, the one group's the top 3, no doubt, with Jennifer Hudson and George.
You're telling me that John Stevens made it in the safe in the middle?
I mean, that may be the bottom 3.
I'm stressed.
So they split them. They split with 3 groups. One's top, one's middle, one's bottom.
I know.
I'm making sure everybody out there that's tuning in. So your groups, you got Diana, Jasmine, and Camille. Then you got the Johns and Fantasia. And then you got George, LaToya, Jennifer. That group's got to be the top 3. I'm not even going to pretend that group's the bottom. But I don't know which one of these 2 would be the bottom 3. I don't know.
My gut is telling me the guys in Fantasia.
Both groups have somebody that have 2 people that were terrible. Because Camille and Jasmine were both awful, and the Johns were both awful. So both groups have one person that's good. I would say Diana did work, but I don't know. I could see either one of these 2.
But Fantasia went first, and that's forgettable. I mean, I know he said that they want good people to go first, but especially, you know what I mean? Like after
we're saying all
and
this,
then you talk about vote splitting or whatever.
Yeah, we're saying all this. Jennifer's group's gonna be the bottom 3. I would lose it. I would lose it.
If I were Jennifer at that point, I would have been like, "You don't even need to vote me off on that shock vote. I will just go home."
Yeah,
because this sucks.
I'm interested to see who's the bottom 3 because I don't know who would be between these 2 groups. There were so many bad performances. If you swapped one of the Johns and Diana, it would be easy.
Oh yeah,
but let's see.
Sure. We have Group A: Camille, Jazz, Diana. In Group B, we've got John and Fantasia. And in Group C,
that group
Jennifer,
needs to
LaToya,
just go sit down.
And George Huff. Which group got the highest number of votes? Who is in the middle? And which group will be our bottom 3? Well, we know the answer, and you'll find out. Welcome back to American Idol. We have 3 groups based on last night's vote: top, middle,
I don't
and
know.
bottom. But which is
I don't
which?
know.
Well, I can tell you this. Jennifer, LaToya,
send that group back.
George, your group is safe. Have a seat. Back to the couch. You'll be back next week. Congratulations.
clearly the top 3.
Two groups here
I
now.
can't believe Fantasia was in the top 3.
One of these groups is our bottom 3.
I know.
Let's do it.
But
John,
there is some sense
JPL
to be
and
made of
Fantasia.
that splitting of the vote thing.
Your group is safe. Congratulations. Head over to the couches and have a seat. Which means you are in our bottom 3. Come on over, please.
Get the bottom 3 after what he did.
Here is your bottom 3, America. Jasmine, Camille, and Diana. Somebody is going home tonight. The other 2 will be safe and back in the competition again next week. Let's go to the judges and get their take on it, starting with Randy Jackson. Are people voting on performance or do you think personality, Randy?
I think people must be clearly voting on personality because performance wouldn't be that group if you ask me last night.
What?
Paula, what do you think?
Couldn't agree with more. I agree with Randy.
Huh? And Simon?
What did Randy say?
Oh, come on, Simon.
That America's voting on personality, not performance.
Listen, people are entitled to vote for who they like. You don't have to agree with them, but they're entitled to vote for whoever they like.
How do you feel about this group of 3, Simon?
You know, it's a bit unfair to single one person out, but that person knows.
We're trying to follow your eyes, and I can't figure it out. All right, let's do what we normally
He's talking
do
about
here
John Stevens.
and make it easier on one of you. As you know, one's going home. I'm going to send one of you to safety right now. That
You gotta
person
send
coming
Diana
back to
back
compete
over there.
again next week on American Idol is Diana DeGarmo.
So
Hawaii ain't gonna be happy with this. These 2 in the bottom 2.
I mean, does
splitting-
Diana just ride?
Here is your
Does
bottom
Diana
2.
just ride the bottom
Ladies,
the whole
we have
way
Camille
there?
Velasco and Jasmine
Nikes.
Trias. Now, if we give you another shot to do your song, the song you did last night, do you think you could do it better tonight?
No, they can't. They can't do it better.
Gonna take it.
And when are you going to?
They're killing time.
I never understood that. Let's let the 2 worst people perform again.
Let's get to it.
Like it can
Don't
change
talk to
anything.
me.
Nationwide vote.
As
One
if
of
it
you
matters. Like if
is
they do
leaving us
better,
tonight,
we're gonna revote.
and the other is safe.
Right.
It comes down to Jazz and Camille. The person leaving us tonight on American
I bet
Idol
they split votes
is
in Hawaii.
Camille Velasco. Jazz,
Well, there you go.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she's crying. She's like, I'm gonna go smoke. Camille Velasco. Let's see what she's up to now.
I mean, she was so bad.
Jazz, go join the other finalists thrown on the couch, and we'll see you again next week. Camille, I want to give you a second.
Also, why is she
to talk
dressed
to the
with
people
what
that-
you
that
put on
you
a
here and thank them for
cheeseburger?
everything?
She's like
Go
the
ahead.
lettuce, tomato, and
I want to say thank you to my
mustard.
mom, my best
Oh.
friend, and all my friends, and Maui, everybody who voted for me, Kamehameha Inc., and all the INK agents, and everybody in the top 12. I love every
I don't
single
think she's
person,
on
and,
Instagram.
yeah, that's it.
Randy,
Thank you.
you guys get to
Oh,
know
what
these
Matt
guys,
Rogers
spend a lot
said
of
makes
time with
total
them,
sense.
And then obviously they go off, they go home.
Yes, sir.
They try and make it in this business. What advice can you give Camille as she leaves us tonight and continues with her dream?
You know, it's all about working hard and just trying to get better each and every time, you know what I mean? And this is like trying to
Start work.
Get to Simon.
Camille Velasco.
They didn't even ask Simon. Come on.
Camille's competition.
I'm so glad I decided to audition for American Idol.
We're going to see you in Hollywood, kiddo. Well done.
Oh, we are too.
A couple months ago, I was waiting on tables, and now I'm singing songs for 30 million people.
Ryan.
It's amazing. This whole experience.
Why you
has definitely
crying so
been very
bad, girl? You
emotional
thought
for
Latoya
me.
should
There
go
were
home or
times whenever in the
something?
audition
Yeah.
process,
The hell?
I thought I wasn't gonna make it, and I cried and I prayed, and when I did make it, I cried again, and it's just been really overwhelming.
There he is.
The thing that I've learned with this whole experience is just to believe in myself more. And that's really what I need to do. Use criticism to be a better artist. I'm so thankful for this experience in Harlem.
Well, it was time for her to go.
Last week, she stayed a week extra.
I'll tell you what, Jasmine's about to be getting that Hawaiian vote because
Shawl is.
She's over there like, well, that week was all about Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia and George, I guess. But good stuff right there. Good stuff. Right person went home. There would have been like 5 good choices to go.
I would have been content with a lot of them. Yeah.
All right. Well, do we want to do top 8?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down if you are.
Well, if y'all are down, we're gonna take a break and come back with the top 8. See you in a second.
See you in a minute.
appears that we are back. Really cool to see where everybody's watching from. All over the place. I'm in Alabama, the sweet home. For those of you asking that. Kayla's in Nevada, Texas, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Western Kentucky, Virginia, Alberta, Michigan. Cool. So we're spread out all over the place. I know some of you ain't commenting. Some of you out there, you watch every week and you never comment in the chat. That's fine. That's fine. Yep, I grew up outside of Nashville. That's where my fandom for these guys originated. And now where I live in Alabama is about an hour 45 from Nashville, so we're always here waiting on Travis every week. Always here waiting on Travis. Oh. No, just kidding, everybody. Hope everybody's had a good Tuesday. Around here, it was a rainy, gloomy day, but a good one. I am obsessed. I'm binge watching this show right now called Better Call Saul. Anybody out there watch Better Call Saul? Oh my gosh. I have been binge watching that show, and I'm nearly caught up with everybody that's watching it in real time. But that has been kind of my thing. That has been my show that is keeping me from being as productive as I need to be. Because when I got free time, I just want to watch that. But still have got a lot to do. There's Travis.
Look, just kill some time and chat for a minute. I'm waiting on my nephew. I'm paying him to go buy me snacks.
Now that is just evil right there.
So he's coming in a minute. He might say hi. He lives 5 doors down.
Okay. Well, do we need to wait to start?
Yeah, maybe just a few in case he distracts me.
No problem.
Look, this is what happens when you put bourbon in your Coke. You want snacks.
You know, what is it Simon said to Stevens a little bit ago? I'm going to be remembered for this. You're going to be remembered for this.
I just want some popcorn.
Tammy says that she is already psyched for season 4, Carrie and Bo.
Oh.
I am excited for season 4. I'm not gonna
not for Bo, but for
well, I am excited. I'm enjoying this season 3 though. I'm so I didn't remember most of the people from season 3. And even the people that I do remember, like Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson, I don't remember any of their performances. So
true.
This season, I feel like it literally feels like I'm watching it for the first time, even though I know I watched it then. But
yeah,
it's fun time. It's a fun time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed because we were saying how great everybody is, and then this last one was like crap for half of it. It was just our 4.
I'm just going to chalk that up to it being Elton John songs and being really hard to sing. But we did get rid of one of the weak links. So that's good. I mean... And John Stevens stuck around. I was worried about him. But by God, we still have Stevens. I'm sticking with Stevens. The greatest contestant in the history of the show.
Come on.
Kaylee is excited for this week that we're about to watch. Do you know something we don't know, Kaylee? This better not be Jennifer Hudson week.
Don't tell us.
Don't tell us. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Oh, that makes sense. What Frozen Rose just said.
Apparently the top 10 week was Motown. I wonder if it's not on that channel because of copyright. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I mean,
yeah, I
it's
wonder
just,
if they got blocked or for it or whatever. You
it's
know,
just,
like I wonder if the episode just couldn't get cleared.
it's just random because like, why that one? Like,
Yeah.
every other episode's on except that one. I don't know. Either way, we didn't get to see old Amy Adams get eliminated. I guess while we're waiting, we can look up Amy Adams and see.
Yeah. Oh, she was in that movie Enchanted.
Are you serious?
Well, Amy Adams was, but a different one.
Oh my gosh! Stop. Amy Adams. Is this?
Damn it, Brad.
This is the Amy Adams you were talking about. Amy. Oh, this is her. Amy Adams, owner of Amy Adams Voice Studio. She is a voice teacher. She is a mother, a performer, a mentor and coach, and wife to Ted. A guy named Ted. There she is. Her hair is not red anymore, but there she is.
That guy looks like a Ted.
Yep, there's old Ted. And she has children, like I said. And the only people who follow her that I also follow are Michael Orland, who I told you about earlier, the accompanist, Diana DeGarmo, and LaToya London are the only people who follow her. Nobody else follows Amy Adams. Not even Matt Rogers. We should ask him. Why ain't you following?
Matt could barely remember her name. Remember? Like, she was like the last one out of his mouth.
True. That is true.
Oh. Ay. So, did you look up Camille?
Yeah, I couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, well.
Did we look up
Matt Rogers?
Matt Rogers? I don't think. Did we even Google him?
We looked him up to the point where we brought him on the live stream. So if you're just tuning in and are wondering why you can't go back right now and watch the Matt Rogers interview, it is its own separate video because afterwards I accidentally kicked Travis out of the Zoom and you can't get back on after you're kicked out. So I had to start a new Zoom call, which means we had to start a new live stream. Thankfully, all of our good people came back. And joined us on the new live stream. But the Matt Rogers interview is it's a separate video on the channel. Matt Rogers, who has lived a very cool life and he owns Rock and Roll Sushi. I told my wife that during the break. I was like, did you know Matt Rogers, the guy we just interviewed, owns Rock and Roll Sushi? She was like, oh my God, tell him thank you. Tell him.
We don't have that. What's that? What makes it rock and roll?
It's a really cool atmosphere because like they're playing like classic rock music videos on all the screens, and then like there's the menus are like in the shape of records, and like all of the menu items are named after bands. So there's like the Aerosmith roll, and you know.
You gonna say hi? Well, you're not even on the screen, Dingus.
Oh, hey, Dingus.
That's Gavin.
Hey, Gavin. Thanks for stopping by.
You'll just keep the rest for when you cut my grass next week.
There you go.
Love you.
Frozen Rose says the reason you can't find Camille, she goes by her stage name, Eli Mack.
Hey, lock the handle.
Eli Mack. Okay, let me type that in. Eli Mack. Found Camille. She has a new stage name. That's the thing. Eli Mack.
Wait, what?
Camille. Somebody, Frozen Rose. She has a blue check mark.
Okay, I'm coming back in just a second.
Okay, hold on.
Kevin, what are you doing, bro?
You're not muted. I'm going to mute him. Okay, I'm going to mute him just in case he doesn't know he's unmuted. It says something. Camille Velasco has a blue check mark, and you can't say that about everybody. So she's apparently she has achieved some success here because I'm looking at her. Like, she's got 85,000 followers. She's still singer-songwriter. So how about that? Camille. I'll have to tell him that when he gets back. It's probably a good thing I muted him, everybody. I don't think he knew he was unmuted when he went after the dog. So, Travis, don't say I didn't do anything for you. You're muted. You're muted. I muted you on the Zoom. You have to unmute yourself on Zoom. There you go. I heard you take off to the dog, and I thought you may have meant to mute yourself and forgot, so I just muted you in case.
Well, that little shit, my little net, he opened let them out of their thing.
Oh.
He did it on purpose.
Oh, he sabotaged the entire live stream. Hey, Camille has been very successful. She's got a blue check mark. She's got 85,000 followers. She's a singer-songwriter.
What?
So Camille has done very well for herself. Since
What changed her name?
Her stage name is Eli Mack. I have no idea why.
Okay. I need to. Can I see a picture?
Yeah. Eli Mack is Camille spelled backwards. There you go.
Oh. That's what I was wondering. Spacey just asked the question that I was thinking.
Oh, no, I didn't gather that. I didn't gather that from the pictures I looked at. I did not gather that at all.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready for top 8? You ready for top 8?
Yes.
Ryan's suits are way better this season. I will give him that.
Hey, everybody. Thank you very much. Good to have you with us. Welcome
That
to a
screen
very
is
special
so
night
huge.
of American Idol.
I
My
do.
name is Ryan Seacrest, and I will be your date for the next hour.
No.
And tonight is a special treat. I'm taking all 30 million of you to the movies. Each number is chosen by our finalists as the song that means the most to them from the world of film. And
Okay.
there they are.
Is Corey
the
coming
stars
back
of
to
our
sing
show.
against all
Yes,
odds
Simon, I said
for
the
this?
stars. Your American Idol finalists, everybody.
What movie is that in?
So,
I don't know.
good luck tonight. And it wouldn't be a trip to the movies without someone sitting in front of you, getting in the way
He
and
looks
making
so
a lot
much
of
better.
annoying noise.
Yeah.
Your judges are here.
His
He's
whole
wearing,
thing is
Hannibal
better.
Lecter's smile
Like,
and William
he's not
Shatner's
as
corset,
creepy.
Simon Cowell.
Probably because some producer pulled him aside and was like, "Hey, sir, let's stop being
As
creepy."
graceful as Garbo, as beautiful and fragile as Audrey Hepburn, and about the same size as Stuart Little, it's Paula Abdul.
Mom's drinking
On
again.
the end, his favorite films include Old Yeller 2, The Revenge, The Dogfather, Cheaper by the Dachshund, and anything with Ellen Barkin. It is Randy the Dog Jackson. And we have a special guest judge tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's not only one of the country's hottest writer-directors, but he's also a huge American Idol
Please.
fan, and we are pumped to have him with us tonight. Please welcome Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to say Harvey Weinstein or something. I was going to be like, this is going to be weird to watch.
Oh my God.
Good to see you.
Quentin's hair. I mean,
The shirt, the net, all of it.
2 cents. All right, Quentin's 2 cents. He's going to get in place. Here's a look
is
at
this
what
like
he's been
the
up
first
to.
guest
Everybody
judge of the season?
what his favorite movie is. Against All Odds, and that just happens to be the title track from the film he's chosen. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for George Huff.
You looked it up.
No. I was mentioning Corey.
How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here taking every breath with you. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. Well, there's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me. Just a memory of your face. So take a look at me now. Well, there's just an empty space, and you coming back to me is against the odds, and that's what I got to face. Take a good look at me now, 'cause I'll be standing here, and you coming back to me is against the odds. It's the chance I got to take a look at me now.
Yo. They call him Mr. Huff. Mr. Huff. What's up, baby?
How you doing, Randy?
Yo, man, I mean, dude, that was the wrong choice for me, for you. I didn't love that song like you. And you know what else? Just keeping it real. You know what else? I mean, this was like, it started really rough. You weren't quite in pitch during the whole thing. It was really funny for me, for you. I don't know. I did not love it.
All right.
Oh. All right, you know that I've been a huge fan of yours. Huge fan of yours. I love you. And you invite us into your world week after week. I don't know. I think this week would have been like, for you guys as singers, like to be kids in a candy store to pick songs from movies.
Yep.
Why would you pick this song out of all movie choices?
I chose this song because it talks about my experience being here, you know, all that I went through in the beginning of the competition. I thought that it would, it said a lot for me. It touched me right here.
I
There's
totally get
just
that.
an empty
I still think that it wasn't the right.
What does this have to do
It didn't
with
show
his
the colors of your
journey?
voice. It wasn't
Just because it's
joyful.
called Against All Odds.
Thank you, Randy.
George,
It's about
I
a
gotta tell
breakup.
You made me forget that I hate that song.
Hello.
Well,
I think more than any of the other contestants, you're the one that I see get better and better and better and start owning your space every week, all right? So, bravo.
You see, film directors never listen. They just look. I agree with these two. I think it was your weakest performance, bad choice of song, terrible choice of film. No, without question, I thought you were great last week. It was weak. It was almost flat tonight, George.
Okay.
I thought that was very disappointing. I thought that was absolutely his weakest of the whole thing. And I totally agree with Randy. Felt flat. Felt like he was just uncomfortable. And his explanation behind why he picked this song made no sense whatsoever. The song is about a breakup. It is not about your journey on American Idol. I have no idea how those two correlate. And that was disappointing. And I hope, because he's been so great up until now, I hope this is not the beginning of him just kind of falling off a cliff. But
yeah. I mean, it was boring. I spilled some of my bag of pretzels, and I was more concerned with picking those up than watching his performance, because it just wasn't great. I mean, I do think, I have a feeling he will still be better than some others that we might see tonight. Sure. But interesting that they would put him first.
Yeah.
If that was the thought process, you know, what Matt said, I'm sure it can't always happen that way, but...
Yeah. Well, up until now, he's been one of the best ones. So, I mean, I'm sure they thought, like,
true.
hey, he's been great. Let's put him on first. He's popular. But, man, that was bad time to pull out your weakest performance of the...
And I still don't understand. What movie is this from?
I don't know. Does somebody in the chat know what movie this is from? Because I think when Corey Clark did it, Ryan was like, Against All Odds, from the movie Against All Odds. And I'm like, was there a movie called Against All Odds?
I guess so.
Somebody look that up and let us know out there.
Kaylee said Against All Odds.
I've
never even knew there was a movie.
No way. I think the song had to be more popular than the movie. I mean, had to. All right. Well, that was disappointing. Here we go.
Thank you, Simon.
George Huff, everybody. This crowd in this studio loved it, my man. Now, if you want to vote for George, it's 1-866-IDOL-01. It's 1-866-436-5701. Or AT&T Wireless subscribers can text the word VOTE to 5701. You can do it when everybody's done singing. Back in a few with Jennifer Hudson and John Peter Lewis on American Idol. We'll be right back.
There's two names to put together.
Jennifer Hudson. And that Whitney Houston song is I Have Nothing. Coming to you.
Oh, my.
Take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you won't follow. I won't hold it back again. There's passion inside. I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide.
Cool.
Don't make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. Must I imagine you're there? Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. If I don't have you.
Ooh. My goodness gracious.
Yo, you worked it out, man. You went into the modulation, started it beautiful, went to the modulation, got a little pitchy, a little sharp. You overshot it a little bit, but corrected it so great at the end. Good
Randy.
performance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Randy.
Jennifer, nothing pleases me more than to see you shine now. You're really, really coming into your own, and I see
That's a
that
lie.
this is truly who you are, and you're feeling
bottle's
it.
probably
you
in
look
your
beautiful
purse.
tonight. The only thing I felt was wrong is that I didn't get to hear you sing more of this song.
Hudson takes on Houston and wins.
That was creepy.
I have one piece of advice for you, though. All right, you've gotten to this place in this episode and last episode of this really great place. You can't ever go back. I expect this from you every week. All right, anything less than this is a D. All right, you've raised your own bar.
The day Quentin Tarantino gives singing advice.
Jennifer, I think last week
To
you
Jennifer
proved to
Hudson.
us why you should have been in this competition, because you were exceptional last week. And I think that you've now put yourself in a position where you could be a front runner. I wouldn't be surprised that if two of the girls in this competition have got a little doll of you sticking pins in at this moment.
I'm not mentioning any names.
Oh, they were stoking that fire.
Oh, yeah.
God, I mean, I know they were splitting votes, so it's not possible. But man, if it would have come down to those three, oh, that would have been so good. That she is like now.
Imagine J Hud singing that "I Believe" song.
Her and Fantasia in the finals, bro. That would like them and LaToya and George as like the top 4. That would have been like all time top 4. That was great. I mean, this is now Jennifer Hudson. She's like in her element now. Like she has. Now this is like the Jennifer. The last 2 episodes are like the Jennifer Hudson that I know, and it's not every day somebody takes on Whitney Houston and is like on par with her.
Yeah,
how many
equal
how
for
many,
sure?
How many singers do you even know? Like there are some phenomenal singers out there that I would be like, stay away from that song.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Hudson's one of the only people walking this earth. Because I don't think Fantasia could have pulled that song off. And it's not her wheelhouse. I don't think LaToya would have done as well. I don't think a number of singers that were on this show before Jennifer Hudson and after wouldn't have pulled that song off like that.
I agree.
And that was not only great, but it was on par with Whitney Houston, who may be the best singer of all time.
Right.
So.
Right. It is baffling to me how lukewarm the response is. Even, you know, if Kelly would have given any other female singer who was doing well in the competitions prior were to give that performance right there, they all would have been on their feet. They all would have been, this is the greatest thing ever. There's no way you're not going to make the final, blah, 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 blah. So I still can't place my finger on what it is. Maybe they just thought she was the least marketable out of the divas or whatever. Who knows? But
which is hilarious because of how things have turned out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But to me, it also has the most distinct, Fantasia has a distinctive voice as well. But you hear the J Hud there still 20 years later that we know now. You know what I mean? Like
effortless, totally effortless, and has one of those. She has one of those voices that just stops you in your tracks. Like if you're going about your day, I went and saw that cartoon movie Sing, where they do all of the all the animals are singing the songs or whatever. I didn't even know Jennifer Hudson was in it, and she sang this Beatles song, and I wasn't expecting it. I'm sitting there in the theater, and her voice came over the speakers, and I was like, I didn't come here to like cry in this kids movie or nothing, but I'm about to lose it over here. She is all time. She's one of the best singers to ever grace the Idol stage.
It's a force to like it. Yeah, just hits you in the face for sure. Yeah, I love it.
And
I love her.
Maybe the best. Like as far as like somebody you could put up there 100 times and they would sing it great 100 times. She is one of the only people. And it is a shame that she is soon to be voted off of the show.
And someone said in the chat a minute ago, I lost who, but it's effortless as well. Like to her, it does not look to me like she's struggling ever have I ever seen her. It just opens her mouth, it comes right out.
And that's the difference between her and LaToya, because LaToya has a big, powerful voice, but LaToya, you could tell she's giving it all she's got. Jennifer Hudson looks like she is playing a game. And
she filled up the tank and she didn't even use half of it.
I know. She's phenomenal. I will go ahead and say I bet nobody does better than that the rest of the night.
I would
Fantasia, I don't know. We'll see. John Stevens, he may pull something out.
All right then. Thank you, Simon. If you'd like
Isn't John Stevens next?
And here we go.
Didn't they say John Stevens was next? Or it's the other John?
I think it's Peter Lewis.
Or text the word vote to 573.
Well, let's get
Could you imagine following? I'd be like, I'm good.
I might be going home this week.
Singing in my place is Jennifer Hudson singing.
Let's see. His favorite movie song is taking us back to 1957 with Jailhouse Rock. It's JPL.
Oh, no. The King?
The warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds singing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock.
What was that?
Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shifty Henry said the book for heaven's sake. No one's looking, now's a chance to make a break. Bugsy turned to Shifty and he said, Nick, I wanna stick around a while and get my kicks. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Dancing to the jailhouse rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock.
Calm down. Slow down.
Easy. Don't throw your shoulder out, my friend.
Yo, man. All I can say is JPL is back, dog. I was worried about you. But he's
Back?
He's back.
When was he here to start with?
All right, JPL, this is who you are. This is what America
Maybe
loves.
the
Yeah.
earlier rounds, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
JPL, you are the geekiest rock singer since Freddie and the
JPL?
Dreamers, all right? But when you get into your geek mode, all right, there's no one quite like you.
I don't like him. I don't like Quentin Tarantino. He is doing way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I find him to be fake.
Yes.
Like, it seems...
Did you like it?
I don't know.
Look, John,
In a John Peter Lewis kind of way.
that means you don't. John, I thought it was terrible, if I'm being honest with you. No, I did. But
It was fun.
yeah, but it's not Comedy Idol. Or maybe it is.
That's his style, man. That's his style.
Baby. That's an entertainer.
He's not Pavarotti. This is his style.
Right.
Okay, shut up.
I am now confused.
You've always been confused.
I don't
mean,
like Quentin.
I don't like Quentin Tarantino being on here. He's being very obnoxious. I actually thought that was his best of the show by far. He had now he did pull a Josh Grayson and have a totally different voice than he's ever had before. But he had like that scratchiness, almost like rock kind of sound, and I liked it. Like,
me too.
I wish he would do that all the time. But I mean, it still had its moments of like, ooh, and he forgot the words. But by far his best, and I guarantee you he will be better than a couple of others that still have to sing.
Yeah. And I think the safe, you know what I mean? Like, I think he was on the chopping block coming up here soon, but I think this bought him another week or two at least.
Yeah. Now going after Jennifer Hudson probably didn't help him.
Yeah. But it was the first time that the dancing I didn't think was absolutely atrocious and out of place. I didn't think, I don't know. I did really enjoy it. There were a couple bum moments, obviously, but
it's a good song choice for him.
For sure. And I almost feel like this is like his actual voice. You know what I mean? This is what he should be singing like, because it almost sounded easier for him than the other way he's been singing. But
I agree.
We'll see how it goes. Tarantino, though.
Why are you? What
Shut
are you
up,
so
man.
confused about?
Hey.
Why are you confused? Why?
Because
Was
under
he-
normal circumstances, Ryan, if that was presented to me as an audition, I'd let it last 2 seconds. And yet, this lot give him a standing ovation. So
Well,
therefore,
this lot is vulgar.
That's a good point, Ryan.
Lot being you watching. 1-866-IDOL-03 for JPL. That's 1-866-436-5703. Or text the word vote to 5703. Diana DeGarmo's next with more from the movies right after this brief.
One of my favorite. Just so much.
Up in 1997, snatching 11 Oscars, including Best Song.
No.
This one, singing My Hearts Will Go On. Please welcome Diana DeGarmo.
Diana, come on. As soon as he said 1997, I was like, oh no. Why is it so fast?
I see you, I feel you. That is how I know.
This is the fastest version of this song. They should have done this with Tamara's Over the Rainbow.
She's like, I need to fit every single word.
And spaces between us. You have come to show you go. Once more,
Well, that happened.
What did he say?
Everyone's gonna get a standing ovation tonight.
Everyone's gonna get a standing ovation tonight.
You chose a very, very tough song, but you did a pretty good job with it. It was all right for me. It wasn't your best, but it was all right. You can definitely sing.
Well,
I agree. I mean, everyone knows it is one of the hardest songs to sing. And Celine Dion is, not many people can take on that kind of job. Your voice stands the test to do it. Nice job.
Every week.
Not the most moving performance.
Apparently, they
Diana
told
did,
her, like, hey,
but
we
still
need you
good
to
job.
just ramble more.
Look at her eyes, though. She's like,
Diana, you pulled off the song, but so what? All right? I mean, it is, it's like, it couldn't be a song that we could be more sick of hearing. And you pulled off the notes and stuff, but I don't care. All right? It's like,
oh
my
my
between me and you.
gosh.
Thank you.
It's always risky with that song because you hear Titanic and you feel the word sinking. I think you know what I mean by that. Your problem is at the moment is I don't think the audience get what you are because you are like an overgrown child, if that makes sense.
What?
No, but she's like
she
somewhere
does.
in
I
the
was
middle,
getting like beauty pageant.
You're not
You know what I mean?
reflecting
Like,
your age because you're like an old soul up there. It was just automatic and predictable. Sorry.
I've never heard a guest judge be that brutal, and I'm sorry, I still don't like Quentin Tarantino. That was like, I don't even.
She's only 16 here.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
It's not
ridiculous to have a grown man like that talking to a child.
Yeah,
that way, in my opinion. But
and I don't even think she did that good, which I'll talk about in a second. But I just don't like that. Even Simon comes across as like, hey, this is how I genuinely like. I wish it were better. I wish you had done better. That came across as just like really condescending. Even more so.
Look at his face.
Yeah, even more so than
this,
Simon.
Look at his face in this where you paused it. Like he just looks evil.
Yeah.
Like
that song felt way too big for her. I mean, just especially my God, when you got Jennifer Hudson on the same show, and then I'm sorry. If I'm Diana, like somebody like Diana, I'm ready for Jennifer to get voted off because I'm like, I'm sick of being compared to this. I don't think she pulled it off at all. I thought the notes were it felt like it was just too big for her, and I hated the arrangement.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the arrangement. That was terrible. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I think again, there were like parts where I kind of was like, now the arrangement sucks, but she sounds okay to me. Like it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
But then towards the end there, it was just, she didn't seal it. She didn't nail it for me, which I want her to do because I'm still wondering like when the hell is it going to happen? Because now we're in the top 8. This is the top 8 and you made it to where you made it. Like, is it like one just knockout performance later on that did it? But
I think you may have had a point earlier when she was the beneficiary of some split votes elsewhere, but
just got lucky kind of thing. But
I mean, I think John Peter Lewis was probably the second best of the night so far.
I would say that. Wait, who have we seen so far?
George. I thought he was better than George tonight.
Just George, Peter Lewis, and Diana. That's it so far.
And Jennifer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As
crazy as that is,
man, it's a weird night
weird
again.
night. Yeah.
Diana DeCarmo. Come here, darling. All right, America. If you love Diana, here are the numbers after these.
Give me Stevens. Uh-oh.
Tonight she's chosen some Gershwin singing "Summertime" from Porgy and Bess. It's Fantasia, Marino.
You said you didn't know if somebody could do better than Jennifer, but
Woo.
And believing is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your dad is
Ooh, my goodness. That was a moment for her, I think.
Yo, man. Yo. Got to give you props. That is the single best Idol performance of any season I've ever heard.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Oscar-winning performance.
Well, speaking of Oscar winning,
Fantasia, that was the bomb. You're the bomb. And you know that. I got one thing to say, though.
No.
And the thing I got to say is this. You haven't been funky in weeks, all right? You're showing off your voice, and you got it to show off. But you also, as great as that was, I want to see you rock the house again. Okay. This is the Great Lady Tour. Enough with the Great Lady Tour. Come back and rock next time, all right?
Can we please,
Fantasia.
Oh, God.
You proved the point with that performance tonight why we are critical of people who just sing well, because there was something magical about what you just did. Really, it was outstanding. And not everyone's going to agree, but that's the music industry. I don't think you've ever put those lips to better use.
That was an incredibly weird thing to say.
What?
Wow.
With the wink?
And she's like, what, 19? Weirdo. Oh my God.
I hate that.
That was one of, like, knots in the stomach. Okay, so here's two things. And it's, okay, that was fantastic. That was like a moment for her, I think. That was beautiful. It was wonderful. Randy's out of his mind.
Right.
I mean, come on. I will just say I would still take Jennifer Hudson's Circle of Life from last week over that. As great as that was. I don't want to take anything away from what she just did, because that was fantastic. But it goes back to what we said earlier. As I'm not saying Fantasia wasn't great right there. They are gushing over her to a level that tells me, like, oh crap, this Jennifer Hudson, who has no charisma and doesn't have the personality, and oh no, we've got to really, because they took something like that was great, and I don't have a problem saying it was great, but the greatest performance I've ever heard, and oh, that's what the music industry is all about. It's like, oh, take it easy now. You have one of the best singers in the world ever on this same show, and you guys are like, yeah, good job, great, when she goes out there and knocks it out of the park. So I'm sorry,
especially because Fantasia is not everybody's flavor. Like, you're taking for her to win this thing, that's a chance to take, I think, because she is not like somebody that I think the masses.
Yeah.
And I think the album's, she's had success, yes, but she's not like the superstar level of success. And I think it's because she's not everybody's flavor. It's even in this chat.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, and honestly, if I am being honest, because I do remember this performance, that's why I was like, oh shit, at the beginning.
Yeah.
20 years later, it was not the mind-blowing, jaw-dropping moment that I thought it was back then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It kind of makes you wonder, like, did I really think it was that mind-blowing, or did I just feel like I had to say it was because they said it was?
Right.
And again, it was fantastic. Like, I don't know, she's great, and she did some unbelievable stuff right there. But like last week, I thought Jennifer Hudson's Circle of Life was like like we said, one of the best performances ever on the show. And no, they didn't tell her she was bad, but it was like, okay, that was good. It's like, why are we, I don't know. It is annoying to me, but
like, can you not tell two people that look similar and have kind of similar styles that they're both amazing and they're both great?
Well,
like, why do you? I feel like they're being like they're manipulating things by the way they're saying, because they want it to go this way.
Yes, I agree.
Sad.
That being said, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying it was bad. I just think like it wasn't as good as like the greatest performance ever on any show ever. Easy.
Any season? Come on.
Now, I do think as much as Quentin Tarantino is getting on my nerves, I did think it was funny that they're like trying to create this, oh my gosh, you're the greatest thing ever. And he's like, I wish you'd be a little more funky. I was like, they're sitting there like, dude, come on.
You're never coming back, especially for that statement. Go back to telling the 16-year-old that she's a piece of crap.
Speaking of 16-year-olds, who's following that? Stevens? Is it time?
I felt my song.
All right. If you
That's uncomfortable.
Correspondence last week.
Oh, Jasmine. I forgot about her.
With When I Fall in Love, it's Jasmine
Oh, Jasmine. Going after Fantasia.
Like this is love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love. When I fall in love,
I feel like she's had her eyes closed this whole song.
I fall in love with you.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
This
trying it.
This is not the top 8 to punk out of the big notes, because have you seen who else you're in here
It was a
with?
good performance. It was all right, man. You ran out of gas a little bit at the end, but it was good.
Oh, I didn't think at least you hit that note right at the end. That's a risky one. You have such a real nice tone to your voice. Always real pleasant.
It's Paul.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jasmine, I gotta say, in a show full of powerhouses, you're like this delicate powerhouse. And I think you kind of own this one thing on this competition. I don't think this was that great a performance by you, but I'm just such a fan of yours, it almost don't matter to me.
Thank you. I still love you.
Jasmine, let me tell you the problem which you and Diana have. You are children trying to be adults, and it doesn't connect.
Yep.
And this is where you are having a problem in the competition. It was, you would, if I'm being realistic, I could go to any Sheraton hotel at a resort and hear somebody singing like you. We'd all have a nice dance, but so what? And that's the problem.
Why does it have to be Why does it have to be a Sheraton? Why can't it be a Hilton or a Hampton or a Holiday?
That's what makes him so funny, because he's like specific. He's not like any hotel in America. No, the Sheraton.
Yeah, it has to be. I think that like that was just so boring. That was so boring and forgettable, and I think she'll be in trouble after that. Going after Fantasia, just kind of. It's just. I mean, it was okay, but
I do think it was her best, actually. So
really,
far, because she's had some pretty bad performances.
She had that one though, Inseparable. That was like the first week. That one was like. I mean, yeah, it was better than last week. Whatever she did last week.
She hasn't done one upbeat. Like, it's all been this slow, hasn't it?
I think so.
For her, it's like she's just not quite. Like, she's just like right. I feel like she could almost be there, but she's just.
Yeah.
It's just.
She has a nice tone.
Yeah, and she's pretty, and I think that the potential is there. I don't know. She seems nice too, so I actually genuinely like feel bad when I'm like she's atrocious because
I don't think she's atrocious.
Like,
she's not. Atrocious.
No. But
I thought that was boring though.
But what Simon said definitely makes sense with the children,
yes,
acting like adult things. Yeah. I think she's in trouble though. Like you said, I think she might have a rough one.
Well, there's two left, and it's John Stevens and LaToya. I wonder who goes last.
Jasmine. All right.
Please tell me it's Stevens going last.
No.
And what better soundtrack for this young man than Casablanca? Here is John Stevens.
This day and age we're living in gives cause to aggravation. So we must get down to earth at times. Relax, relieve the tension. No matter what the problem or what they may approve. The simple facts of life are such they cannot be removed. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
Very light applause for John.
Got to give you your props tonight. Perfect song, perfect rendition, great jacket. You would have bombed tonight. The best John Stevens I've seen yet in this competition, Dave.
You know what? Just that alone, you should feel so relieved that Randy just said that. You know, I know you are. I'm feeling you tonight too, because this was your perfect voice for this genre of music. Good for you. You look great tonight.
He is so white.
John, I gotta be honest. I ain't one of your fans. All right? But this was your genre, and you did this song really terrific. Bravo.
How dare you?
As long as you can click your fingers, you're happy, aren't you? Listen, you sang it very well.
Can we
Neil
get
Sedaka
Quentin
gave you a
Tarantino
standing
on them?
ovation. The problem you have is that you have no charisma. and once again, it's your age.
Okay.
And you are beginning to look a bit like Ryan Seacrest.
Are his eyes red too? He stresses me out.
I quite enjoyed that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoyed that, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it was boring," and I know that, but he's a crooner. I mean, this was his style. This was his thing. Would you rather him do Crocodile Rock again? I mean,
yes.
I thought that was quite good. I think Quentin Tarantino needs to never come back on this show again.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of yours. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not a fan of your stupid movies. That's what I would have said.
Right.
I'd have been like, I'm not a fan of your stupid haircut. What if John Stevens had said that? I'm not a fan of your stupid hair and your dumb, gory movies, you stupid piece of crap. Just walks off stage, throws the mic down.
Then he should have better won that season of American Idol.
Oh, God. I would have voted for him.
Me too. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was good. He was good, but it's just like, if you're judging him individually, but if you're comparing him to the other people in this contest, it's like, how can you even, you know what I mean? Like, consider that versus Jennifer
Or
Fantasia.
I know.
Like,
I agree.
I do think it's the best we've seen. Like, it was the
Yes.
most enjoyable it's been since we've seen them, though, and it's the most at home, it seems. But I just think the time is ticking.
It's like, who do you think was better tonight, John or Jennifer? Like the fact that they're in the same competition, just because it's so different. She's like this powerhouse, and then
sings like 3 notes.
Oh man, can you imagine him in the finale? I can see it in the stars across the sky. Oh, I know he has like no charisma, like Simon said, but I think that makes me like him more. Like the fact that he just is lifeless standing there. I'm like, he is such a mystery. Even to this day, he does nothing on social media. He has been completely absent in the world since this show went off the air.
And it just makes no sense because I feel like that style of music is all Michael Bublé is like the most charismatic person I've ever seen.
I know.
And this guy
is just like, all right, good to be here. Oh.
Why the look of panic on your face? Product.
I don't like that. This is terrible.
Diana's 16 years old, and they have her parading around on TV in a towel. And John, for that matter. I hate it.
What do you think of Kill Cal?
This was directed by Quentin Tarantino.
61, including Best Score, singing Somewhere from West Side Story, LaToya London.
This could be a moment for her.
There's a place for us, somewhere a place for us. Time together with time to spare, time to learn and time to care.
Woo! I'll tell you what. Yeah. She might have just knocked us down a peg with all of our. She can't do it as good as
I'm really happy to see you playing for keeps tonight. You trying to win this. That was great.
Yes.
I'm happy. Bring it on.
Yeah, LaToya, I love you. I just love the light around you. I just love it. You are. This competition is getting
I
exciting.
just love the light around you.
It's just the whole night was great.
I just love it. LaToya, I got 2 words for you. Powerhouse.
LaToya, it was, one of your best performances so far.
Once again, though,
lukewarm.
That was better than Fantasia's tonight. And I'm not taking it. Fantasia was great, but that was better than her on this night.
Yep.
And I don't see anybody saying, that's the best performance I've ever seen on this show. I mean, they had a favorite. I'm telling you. They had somebody they wanted to win. I thought that was better than Jennifer tonight. And I'm the one who said I didn't think anybody would do better than Jennifer. I think LaToya got her on this night. I thought that was great.
Yes, I agree, but the problem I have with LaToya is I feel like she is good. But I just don't. She doesn't move me emotionally. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that performance given by somebody else that has a little bit more of a connection, or I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. We don't see her personality or whatever.
That is true.
It didn't. It's not like. I'm not like into where like when Jennifer is good. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in it. This I was like watching it. I'm like, damn, this is awesome. This is great. But it kind of like what Quentin said about somebody else. Like I didn't care. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I can't deny it. I think she was probably better than Jennifer too. But there's just something about her that like it's like a wall or something for me.
Yeah. Now I will say Fantasia is probably the most consistent of the three because Jennifer, it took her a few weeks to kind of get into the speed of things. LaToya's had her weeks where it wasn't as good. Fantasia is never bad. Like she doesn't have an off night, you know.
Right.
So that might factor in later. She's also, I think Fantasia probably has more personality at this point than the other two, and that probably helped her too. Sure. But I thought that was great from LaToya. Yeah. Let's watch the old recap. This was a good night. There weren't many bad. There were some. This was a good night for just about everybody.
Yeah.
Except him.
Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the hotel block was dancing to the jailhouse rock.
That my heart will go. Summertime and the living is easy. I can feel that you feel that way too.
The fundamental things apply as time goes by.
Someday,
So we probably got the same top three, just probably in different orders. I've got LaToya at 1, Jennifer Hudson at 2, and Fantasia, who had the best performance ever in the history of the world, at number 3.
Yeah,
The Divas.
I would switch Jennifer and LaToya.
Yeah. Bottom 3. Now, I really had to think about this because there was, there were some people who are normally bad that were good this time. I would have my bottom 3. I would have Jasmine in the bottom 3, but I would have her not making the bottom 2. And my bottom 2 would be George and Diana, I'm afraid. I think that would be my bottom 2, and I would... Honestly, I would keep George. I think Diana was the worst this week.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like hard to like, I don't know. I would probably have to agree.
I don't think Diana's getting voted off, but
yeah, I think you're right. So it is interesting to try to figure out who it is, but I'm going to use the bathroom real quick if that's okay before we
will do
just a quick little 2-minute before we do the results. Be right back.
So while Travis is going to the restroom, before we check out the results for this week, be sure to go follow us on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, we kind of upload clips from the live stream pretty frequently on there. And we would love to kind of, have that take off. Also, on the YouTube channel for Idol Recall, we don't just do the live streams. We take snippets from the live streams and upload them separately. And we would love to get more views on those. So if you ever see anything pop up in your recommended videos from Idol Recall, give it a view. Tune in for a little bit so that the views will stack up. Who do you guys think's going home? This is a tough week. I mean, it's kind of last week I felt like there were so many bad people that it could be anybody. This week I feel like it was stronger for everybody. So let's see when Travis gets back. I'm going to go ahead and click on it so we can be ready when he gets here. Oh, it's a shorter results show. Thank God. It is a shorter results show. Thank the Lord.
Yes.
Here we go.
Last night.
One of the contestants who had dreams of sweeping the board at the Grammys could soon be sweeping the sweat off Randy Jackson's treadmill. Must have thought he Priestley's in the house. What's up, man? 877.
We've got some.
Who is this?
I gotta know.
It's the hospital girl. She got voted off in the ambulance.
What's in your heart?
Shut up.
I really loved you when we kissed goodnight and talk around until the day brings light. I really miss our way to see, staring back at me, lovely. I'm lying every night miles away.
Christina Christen's her name.
The things they used to say in my heart, I'm scared you've changed.
I never knew she came back.
Oh, Mr. Bald Guy, what are you...
Calm down. What is this Christina Milian rejection song?
Spacey Doodle said she came back so she could say goodbye properly.
No, I bet her people were like,
listen,
y'all had those pictures of me in that getting out of the hospital. I am coming back.
Can you imagine if her performance, like, to do like an ambulance comes out onto the stage and she gets out of it? The dancers are like EMTs.
Bringing her back to life.
She's in a wheelchair going around the stage.
I cannot. What is this song though?
Oh.
How can you feel it? You know you want it. I know you wanna. I know you wanna know.
Hold on. All these dancers are doing these dramatic motions. Look at her shoulder shimmy in the middle. Watch her.
She doesn't even sound the same at all.
That's what she got healthy. The dancers just need to chill a little bit. John Stevens is sitting over there like, I could kill this.
We got her shoulder shimmy again.
She got voted off at the hospital. I will never get over that. Oh! I want to let me say this. So far, they have had Clay, Kimberly Locke, Christina Christian, and Tamara come in and sing. Was Ruben just unavailable? He has not made one appearance. There's been no mention of him. And Kelly, too. I mean, they're not talking, but still, she was on tour. Ruben was not on tour.
I am shocked. I am shook that they gave her 5 minutes to do this song.
Well, I bet Spacey Doodle has a point. I bet they were like, listen, she got voted off in the ER. We need to give her a chance.
Half the people were probably like, who? When they first announced her.
You know
they
what?
Were probably like,
what is crazy about watching her and thinking back to that elimination? How different this show already feels than season 1. Like, that feels like another universe.
Yeah, for sure.
You could tell, like, this show is so much bigger now than it was 2 years prior to this. But that performance was not
that butt shake at the end. What are you doing?
I was like, what? Kaylee said, "Don't
that's why
worry."
She was only that's why she was only shimmying the little lazy shimmy, because she was saving all the energy for that butt shake at the end.
The ambulance pulls out and she gets in it and it takes off. That's how the performance ends. Vote me off again. I would love to have her on to just ask her what that experience was like. What was it? You're the only person that I can ask this question. What was it like? Because nobody else has ever had this happen. What was it like being voted off at the hospital? I will never forget sitting here watching.
It's so ridiculous.
They're like, and Christina's going home tonight. I'm like, oh God, could y'all not have rigged it for this week and sent Nikki home? God. Oh.
Unfortunately, we were not able to set up a satellite camera in the hospital room.
And then the next week, they just have the footage of her in the ambulance. What are y'all doing? We gotta get this show on the road. But
She was like, I am coming back. I'm singing my crappy song and I'm shaking this ass to show the world that I can.
I can't let that be my last impression.
After seeing this, it's kind of like, maybe you should have.
I mean, can you hold on? I'm sorry, everybody. Can you imagine being her doctor in the room with her, giving her a checkup, and on the screen, on the TV, doctor's like, "Ooh, I'll give you some extra meds."
I'm gonna go.
We're gonna need another IV. God. Spacey Doodle said, I wonder if that was the actual footage. It would be worse then if they were like, hey, can you go out there in that wheelchair and let us film you? So that we can really capture the image of you.
All I know is, Brad, if you fire me again from this channel and it's when I'm in the hospital one day.
Listen, could you...
You better let me come back and give a performance like this. I've been working on my choreo.
I'm coming back. Top 8 movie night, John Stevens. I'm going to come out there. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, I hope y'all are having a good time. Oh, that will always be the funniest thing I've ever seen. The most unfortunate elimination of all nights for her to get eliminated.
I'm sure she was probably like, really? Like,
I mean, kick somebody when they're down.
Guys couldn't have just made up something. There was an issue with the voting. Like, damn.
And then afterwards, RJ's like, when this goes off, we're driving straight to the hospital.
Spend time with our sister.
She's sitting in the hospital like, oh, great.
Come to rub it in.
Just what I wanted when I'm down and sick. Justin Guarini to come pay me a visit. Oh, gosh. We got to get going. I don't even remember who's on this season now that we got off on it.
Well, I mean, we just had this groundbreaking performance, so how the hell are we supposed to remember?
Look at her face. She's like, I ain't in no hospital no more.
Christina Christian.
Please tell me they talk about it. Please.
All right, so Christina has been busy working on the album, right?
Yes, writing.
Writing the songs?
Yes.
Okay, and when can we hear the CD?
Well, I'm debuting in Europe actually this
The
summer, and then
CD.
I'll be back in the U.S. right after that.
Good, we look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Christina Christian, everybody. All right, folks. You look great. We've got business coming up, America. The results
The
are in.
look on Simon's face.
The three
She
people
got
who came
eliminated in
in
the hospital.
lowest. Starting right now with LaToya London.
Oh, she
LaToya,
ain't
you
going
sang
home.
Somewhere. Randy said that was great. Paula said, I love you. Quentin said, 2 words. Power.
Okay. I love you.
Simon said, one of your best.
That's 1 word,
America
by the way.
voted, and you
I mean, it is 2
are
words, but
safe.
means that it has 1 word.
Fantasia Barrino.
What is that ring on
You
her?
sang Summertime. Randy said, unbelievable. Paula said, Oscar-winning performance.
Again, ironic.
Quentin said, that was the bomb. Simon said, I don't think you've ever put those lips to better use.
That's what we're going to take
America voted. You are safe. Congratulations. You ready, George Huff?
Ooh, this may be the one.
George, you sang Against All Odds. Randy said, I didn't love it. Paula said, it wasn't joyful. Quentin said, you made me forget that I hate that song. Simon said, it was weak. America voted, wow, and agreed with Quentin. You are set.
Oh, wow. Okay. Who's next? Somebody's got to be in the bottom. Oh.
Jasmine Trias. Jasmine. You sang When I Fall in Love. Randy said it was good. Paula said nice tone. Quentin said not that great of a performance. Simon said so what? America voted and disagreed with Simon and Quentin. You're safe.
Who's next? This better not be the week. No, because that was the 3 diva girls.
Jennifer Hudson.
She better not be in the bottom.
still.
Here we go. You sang I Have Nothing. Randy said, good performance. Paula said, you're coming into your own. Quentin said, Hudson takes on Houston and wins. Simon said, you could be a front runner. America voted, and you are safe.
So it's just those 3 on the bottom.
Oh.
So it's one of the Johns, because you know Diana ain't going on.
John Peter Lewis, Diana DeGarmo, and John Stevens
Well, this
are in
was
the
the
bottom
John's
3
best week.
this week.
Both of them.
Let's find out what the judges had to say
Okay,
about
I don't care what the
so
judges...
annoying.
Ford video. Roll. Diana DeGarmo and John Stevens are the weakest out of last night's group. Let me see what Simon thinks about this. You brought up age. Is age playing a part in this?
Yes, it is.
So people at home are thinking what then?
They're too young for this competition.
Why are they too young?
John, like
Just
25?
with more experience, they're just better, Ryan.
Yeah, why haven't
Randy, you agree?
where 16-year-olds can
they're
get
too
in?
young. I just think they just don't have the experience yet. No, I don't think there's such a thing.
That's the same
I
thing.
mean, Christina Aguilera was 16 when she started. Look at where she is now. I mean, it's just, it's about being really good, no matter what age you are.
Let me make tonight easier for one of you right now.
I'm
gonna
nervous.
send you
It's
back
going
to
to
the
be
couch
Stevens.
to join that lot, as Cal would say, on the top row. The first person going back to safety tonight is Diana DeGarmo.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You told us nothing.
Congratulations, Diana.
you know, John Peter Lewis went right after Jennifer Hudson.
All right, Giants, you and me, buddy.
That could...
So that
Diana's
means we're
been in the
down
bottom every week. That's
to JPL. John Peter Lewis and Mr. John Stevens. One of them could rocket to stardom. The other
Look at how
will be
much
shut
taller
down
John
in
Stevens
flames.
is.
Both will find out immediately after the break on American Idol Live. Hang on. Idol, time to break the news that is going to break someone's heart. Guys, we're going to miss both of you. It's JPL. Man, are we going to miss you dancing around on this stage. If it's John Stevens, you are an absolute class act. Good luck to both of you right now.
Christina's back there like, at least y'all are here.
The person leaving American Idol tonight after the nationwide vote is John Peter Lewis.
Wow, his best
Which
week.
means John Stevens is safe.
Stevens stays.
I don't think that was deserved.
Give it
No.
up for JPL, ladies and gentlemen.
They are just knocking these dudes out.
I know. John and George, the last two guys left.
Dancing around. You feel like you've learned a lot. It's been totally worth it.
Yeah. It's been great.
I'm going to roll this for you right now.
I
This
feel
is
like he
JPL's
really
American
wants
Idol
to be
tribute.
eliminated.
Take a look at his
John
tribute.
Peter Lewis. He's like, get me out of
You look
here.
like a pen salesman.
This experience, it's been really amazing. I know I've always really liked music and always
Well,
dreamed
somebody-
of maybe
somebody
pursuing
walking
it.
around the mall,
And
like-
I've been given an opportunity to do that, to fulfill a
You
dream.
might want a pen?
More than a pen.
This is our blue
Each step of the
model.
way, it's kind of like gotten more serious, and so I've really decided,
Looks
okay, now
great
I'm
on
going to be more
white
serious
paper.
about music, and I'm going to really work hard at being precise in what I do, and
This
to get
one is
approval from the
ballpoints.
country has been really gratifying.
Your choice, America. John Peter Lewis.
He was
I'm
the
really
wild
grateful
card
for this whole
choice.
thing, that people have appreciated what I've done. That's a really cool feeling.
JPL, this is
Wow.
who you are. This is what America loves.
I've learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a lot about what my limitations are, and I mean, it's an amazing thing that American Idol does for people. It's an amazing
Such a
thing that's been
weirdo.
done for me.
We will never forget JPL on American Idol. We'll see you next Tuesday on our regular time slot. Until then, Seacrest out. JPL, take us away, man. Gonna miss you.
Seacrest out. He started doing that now. He's way too excited.
He sounds even better than the first night, than last night, I think. Oh, he is ready. What a weirdo.
Well, this is the best he's ever done. Most personality he's shown and everything. Where has this been?
I mean, I can't understand a lick of what he's saying, though. keep him.
Yeah. Why did he not show that much personality any other time? I mean, he probably would have.
I guess. I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna have to pull the chat up because my phone died, and that's what I usually keep up with the chat on. Yeah, I mean, if he had done that more, like been that, like, outgoing and fun, he could have lasted a good while longer.
Yeah. What the heck, JPL?
You know, all I'm going to say is this, because Matt talked about this earlier. You know, they had a mansion. All of them lived in there. Like, I know they didn't have much free time, but, like, even when they did, who, like, how did Jennifer Hudson interact with John Peter Lewis? Because there was a second right there when he's, like, running around in the crowd and jumping up on the... What are you asking me, Terry? What is who doing now? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? He, like, rolled onto the stage and was doing all this stuff, and they got the camera panned by Jennifer Hudson. And she was standing there like, what is going on? Like, how are we both in the top 8? Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't know what you were saying. What is John Peter Lewis doing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
As in life.
So, my phone died, and that's how I normally look it up. But I can tell you, I'm Facebook friends with John Peter Lewis. I am sorry, Terry. I didn't understand what you were saying. I was like reading your comments, and I was like, did I miss something? Are you talking about my dog? What is he doing now? But I know he was on The Voice years later. Him and another guy as a duet. They went on The Voice, and they like got through the first round. They got a chair turn and everything. And I think he's still just a singer-songwriter type thing. From what I remember, I can't. My phone's dead, or I would look up. But yeah, I mean, that was his best week. But he's put together a pretty tough, a pretty bad body of work so far. So it was like, you know,
it was time.
It was time. But I feel like we are getting close to a terrible week in American Idol history soon.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to happen next week. I mean, I don't know which episode, but I just have that feeling.
I feel like top 5 was too high. I don't feel like you got that far. So we'll save our thoughts on that for when we get to it. But it was great to have Matt Rogers on tonight. That was a great interview with him. And
make sure you all tune in next week with our special guest, Simon Cowell.
Yes, we're going to have Ryan Seacrest joining us. But yeah, it was great. We always try to have more guests. And but even if not, even if it's just us two, come hang out with us.
Yeah, we're enough fun.
We are enough.
Soon I'm going to do my dance moves, my Christina Christian's dance moves, booty shake. I mean, no lie though. No offense, Christina, but I got more junk in my trunk than you did. So.
Oh, what a fun night. Oh, hope everybody had a good night here on Idol Recall. And any last words, Travis, for the good people of... Katie said we had her laughing to the point of tears.
I was crying too.
I was crying. All because of something that happened in season 1 that we just cannot let go. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Insane, yeah.
They could have at least had a camera at the hospital, been like, hey, in case she gets eliminated, let's cut to that feed and let her at least say something. But whatever.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
She's in surgery. Like, thank you. She's an outpatient. Oh, good Lord. Thank you guys for joining us on Idol Recall. It was a good time had by everyone. And that's going to do it for us.